those who can't hear. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you today to the Coseners house here in Abingdon, celebrating the wedding of Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd. However, now they need to come into the room, the grand entrance. So what I need you to do, if you can, please be standing, because we're going to give them a round of applause and a cheer as they come in. I know you've been stuck for a long time, and you've only just managed to sit down. But we're going to do a little test there. So Adam's going to be our little gopher to start off with. So what I need you to do, if you can, is be as loud and as happy for them. A round of applause, cheer as they come in, and then we'll go for it for real on the second time. So we'll introduce Adam, and as loud as you can, claps and cheers for me. Ladies and gents, please give a big welcome to Adam. So he does love it. He does love it. He doesn't like it. He says to me, "Do I have to do it?" And I'm, yes, you do have to do it. He really doesn't like it. But ladies and gents, this time we are going to do it for real. If you can pick up your napkins that are in front of you, please. You should have a napkin that is folded up in front of you. Pick it up, and then when they come in, we need a little bit more energy from you, a little bit more noise, and swinging the napkins. Oh, that made me straight here. But yeah, it's now as we can. So ladies and gents, this time it's going to be for real. So ladies and gents, please put your hands together and welcome the new Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd into the room.
Are we ready for this? I'll apologise for the phone, but I wrote the speech and then forgot to print it out. So I'm going to have to, my prompts are here. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, my name is Bob and I am the father of the bride. Have been for some years. So first off, I'd like to say welcome to you all, family, friends, for taking the trouble to travel all this way. Some of you I know have travelled a fair distance.
Yes.
But it's lovely to see you all, and I don't know you all, but hopefully by the end of the evening I will. And as the father of the bride, obviously, I have the dubious pleasure of making the first speech. So this is not my natural habitat, so I'll apologise now. I've got this far, so I'm quite pleased. So let's go, won't keep going. Sarah, your mum and I are well aware of just how blessed we've been to have you in our lives. Stop there. It's been absolute. Did I really write?
I know.
It has been an absolute joy to watch a very talkative and extremely inquisitive little girl blossom into the. Oh, I didn't know about this bit. Blossom into the very beautiful, clever, compassionate, and extremely loving young lady that I had the privilege of walking down the aisle today. I mean that. Sarah has been like a ray of sunshine since the day she was born. Now, as she begins married life, Glenn will be whom she will turn to for love and protection. And I know that she knows her mum and dad will always be there for her too. You often wonder as a parent just how your children will turn out. Don't start because you'll get me.
I'll just laugh.
Okay. You wonder what sort of life decisions they will make, especially those that they have no control over. What friends they will choose and they'll pick as a partner to share their life with. Will that person love and care for them as you would? Will you approve? That's me. Well, for what it's worth, Sarah, I can't believe I wrote this either. Your mum and I think you have made an excellent choice in there. I'm not sure I wrote this. I was on it when Glenn phoned me from your holiday. Because he couldn't face me. To ask for your hand in marriage. I wasn't at all surprised because you've been telling me for weeks. You can't find this Sorry. Today they are embarking on their greatest adventure, and it gives me much pleasure to be with them here with them. I'm very happy to formally welcome Glenn and his family into our family. Sarah, there is so much more I'd like to say about you, but I believe that my time is up. You look incredible today. You are a beautiful woman and a wonderful daughter. You have married a terrific man, and you will make a perfect wife. I'm sorry about that. I'm not really sure if that's true.
He's doing okay so far.
I won't bore you with lengthy pieces of maternal advice, because I haven't got any, regarding marriage, especially, and life together. As I understand, your hens have already done that for you. So here's my piece. This world is entirely yours, and it is only you who will determine its rules. I'm sure that you will build a reliable family home, your safe haven where you'll feel at ease, which will give you strength to understand the storms and challenges of life ahead. On this journey, let me wish you only love and good fortune. I have one more thing to say, which I meant to say right at the start. I'd like to especially thank my wife, who has spent some time, believe me, at Hobbycraft and Masons of Abingdon, which I'm afraid you won't know what that is, but the people from Abingdon will know. The effort and time she's put into the flowers and all the rest of it is tremendous.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank you for that. Just one more thing, and then I'll hand over to Glenn. I also need to thank John, Tracy's brother, with the help of his lovely assistants, Tracy, who did the wedding cake and all the biscuits that were on the table, and have spent most of this week in the kitchen up to their arms in flour, ice and sugar, and I don't know what else.
Yes, John.
So thank you, John. And of course, the Tracy for allowing me to stay with you for the week. So I think that's my bit, unless you want to hear anything else.
No, we're good.
So I'd like you to raise your glasses and drink a toast to Glenn and Sarah.
Sarah.
Me and Glenn.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gents, let's give Bob a big round of applause, please. Ladies and gents, once again, we listen to the speech of Glenn, the groom.
Yes, it's awesome. Can you hear me in the back? I'm not as prepared, unfortunately. I should be, but I'm not. But it's more the same. But I want to thank everybody for coming. There's people in this room that have come from quite far away. Not just us at the Scotland, but America recently, Netherlands, all down south, all west. And it's nice for everybody to come together and celebrate our wedding with me and Sarah. It does mean a lot for all of our guests that we've invited to come and make it. So thank you for that. I'm going to quickly echo as well what Bob has said. Thank you, John. Thank you, Tracy, for the cake and everything that you've done for the wedding. The cake is outstanding. Don't worry, everybody's getting some. It's getting cut up. There's lots there, lots of different flavours, so enjoy it. Oh yeah, Sarah. No, so some of you might know, some of you won't know, but me and Sarah, we first got together, we first met actually through a dating app. It was all Marie, you know, all that sort of thing. No, it wasn't OnlyFans. It's not that sort of thing. But yeah, we met up and we met up in Newbury, didn't we? At the Lockstock and Barrel, I think it's called, isn't it? It's the pub. And I remember walking in and looking and was like, oh, I can't see her, blah, blah, blah. Going around to the back and there she was. Sat down next to the canal, next to the ducks.
Just say.
Oh! And then, it could be. I remember walking around the corner and I thought, what an absolute cracking, lovely set of beautiful eyes. Lovely big browns. I may have got caught gazing at it a couple of times and didn't get away with it. But me and Sarah have been together for just over 7 years now. It's took quite a while for me to finally decide to pop the question, and we've been engaged for just over a year. But it was when we were on holiday at the end of last summer. And she's been waiting and waiting and waiting. But I couldn't ask for, I know I said it right then, I couldn't ask for a better wife. All through the times that I've been with Sarah, she's supported me so much. She's super caring, super supportive, gets everything that I have to do with my work. People at the back get my work. Thank you for coming. They're not working. And it's been an amazing journey. We've travelled from different places. We've been in 3 different locations. We've moved house twice in 4 years. One by choice. Bigger house. and I'm just so happy to have this next stage of our journey, to go forward and travel everywhere and live our lives, and it's going to be lovely. I realise that I'm sort of going on a little bit now, so I have got some other thank yous. And my first thank you is to Bob and the Whiskin family. And I just want to thank everybody for all the support that you've given us for the wedding, through everything, through mine and Sarah's engagement time and time that we've been together, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I couldn't ask for a better father-in-law.
You're welcome.
We've got a little gift for you from mine and Sarah. It's a status quo bottle of whiskey. The pile driver, that's what it's called. Which then brings me on. No, sorry, I thought I was interrupting. That brings me on to my second thank you, and that's for my dad and my mum, and all the support, and the rest of my family that are coming today, for their support towards the wedding, towards everything that they do, I'm never at home, I'm always on the road, busy, and I don't get to see them as much as I really want to go and see them. And it's just great to have all that support through all of this. So Dad and Mom, we've got you a gift as well. I'm going to rewind, because I forgot. I also want to thank my now mother-in-law, Tracy. My mum's a Tracy as well, so there's lots of Tracy's. But no, for exactly the same, all the support that she's given us, for giving me and Sarah and to me, and we couldn't have done this night and the whole journey without her, without all the help that she's done, and the same with John, and so we've got you a gift as well. And that just brings me on to my final thank you to everybody. Just once again, I hope you have a good night once this is finished as well. We have got music and there's a buffet as well if you've not all fed enough. We are going to cut the cake after this, but I'm going to pass on now to my brother, who is the best man for this wedding.
Yes, sir. Glory!
I'm going to spin around so I can see you. Good evening, everyone. So, introducing myself. I'm Reese, and I'm Glenn's younger brother, and I have the privilege of being his best man today. First, some thank yous. I would like to thank Glenn for asking me to be his best man today. Glenn generously returned the honour I asked of him 5 years ago, in which he made many cheap jokes at my expense. Today is my opportunity to return that honour to him. Secondly, I would like to thank Sarah's bridesmaids. Your incredible support today and throughout the whole wedding journey has helped to make today the special day that it is. Finally, I want to extend a huge thank you to all of you here celebrating Glenn and Sarah becoming husband and wife. I know some of you have travelled great distances to be here today. It's amazing to see what some of you will do for a free meal. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to say to all of their family and friends that they have a kind, intelligent, funny and incredibly handsome brother. As I stand here today, I know that Glenn can say all those things with confidence. Being Glenn's younger brother means I've had no choice but to know him all my life. Growing up, we were like most brothers, best friends, mischievously getting ourselves into trouble or scrapping over a last lap blue shell attack on Mario Kart. I have so many amazing memories with Glenn, which I cherish dearly. On holidays, we would hide on our balcony and shoot passers-by with our water pistols, sniggering with laughter as we did it. We could spend hours bodyboarding on Fistral Beach and climbing over rock pools to collect crabs and shrimp. Glenn would take me to our local park to play football and help me practice playing as a goalkeeper. When I look back, I'm not sure he was really going out of his way. Kicking a ball as hard as you can at your younger brother. Something tells me Glenn enjoyed it more than I did. Glenn is a bit of a petrol head. He loves cars, motorbikes and has the need for speed. He loves to drive the most horrendously coloured hot hatches as possible and never fails to cover it in his traditional contrasting coloured stickers.
Very.
A successful marriage takes compromises. Maybe it's time to put your boy racing days behind you and get prepared for a life of dad wagons going forwards.
Trying.
As most of you will know, Glenn has a passion for music and has been pretending to be in the military for the past 15 years. As a successful army musician. think his passion for music started at a young age from the love of one of his favourite Disney films, The Aristocats. I'm not going to do the song that you know. I struggled to keep up with Glenn's questionable taste in music. One second he'll be raving it up to Scooter, and the next rocking out to Guns N' Roses. Glenn would claim his great taste in music comes from being born in the 80s. But let's have it right, Glenn. Being born in June 1989, 6 months living in the 80s, didn't have much of a positive effect. When I saw Glenn and Sarah standing at the altar earlier today, I was overwhelmed with emotion, but I was also in shock. I couldn't believe that Glenn wasn't marrying the true love of his life, the PlayStation. Thankfully, he's come to his senses and left his controller at home today. Glenn has always supported me through everything I have done, and I'm lucky to have such a great model and brother. He's a great brother, uncle, and friend, and I know he'll make a great husband too. Before today, if you'd asked me what a beautiful woman and an army musician's arm looked like, I'd have probably replied, a tattoo. But I'm sure you'll agree, Sarah looks radiant in her dress today. Ever since Glenn and Sarah met, I've never seen him happier. Her kind heart has elevated all the best qualities in Glenn, and our influence has made him the better man he is today. I'm proud to welcome you into our family. I wrote some words of wisdom, but realised I need to translate them to a way that Glenn would understand. So here we go. Marriage is a lot like playing in a band. Most of the time you'll play all the right notes, but sometimes you might hit a few duff ones. But as long as you keep playing together as a duet, you will always deliver a fantastic performance. And if all that fails, let your wife take the lead. She's probably the conductor anyway. So, to wrap things up, if I can ask you all to raise your glasses. Today, we celebrate not just Glenn and Sarah's love, but the journey they begin together as husband and wife. May your days be filled with laughter, challenges met with teamwork, and your hearts forever full of love. Cheers to Glenn and Sarah. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,